Hi guys, NCWQ here, and we're doing just a real quick update. First, please remember to like, subscribe, share the video, and hit the little bell icon so you will get notifications of videos when I go live or upload a video. Thank you. Also, as you know, I'm running a fundraiser. Let's see if I can go over to where mine is. Hang on a second. Okay, so this is my fundraiser. I am at 28%. Um, if you can contribute, it is very much appreciated. Also, I have PayPal linked below my video and also on my fundraiser. This is to help me to get rid of debt and to provide for my family for Christmas, as I am facing some really hard times right now. Anyways, if you can, I would very much appreciate it. Okay, now on to our video. Okay, so I have downloaded all the videos all of the earthquakes for today, and we have put them into Google Earth. So we are going to go look at these, and we can see that the United States of America has had several earthquakes in California. And the first one that we are going to look at is a 2.5, was struck on the Calaveras Fault. So we can see that this is the Calaveras Fault right here. It has a rupture level of up to 7.2. The second earthquake is over here, and this is the Homewood Canyon and Cyril's Valley. So we can see that this is striking closest to the Airport Lake Fault, which has a rupture of 313. The next earthquake was a 2.5. Actually, this one was a 2.8. This one is a 2.5. This one was striking closer, and I'm going to say it's closer. I think it's closer to the unnamed West Side Fault line. But there's also one over here, which is the Wingate Washington Fault. It has magnitude 6.3 type. As we move down, we go over here, and we can see that Texas has had a 2.0 earthquake today. And this one is occurring, of course, probably near gas, auto, you know, fracking pads. If we move back, we can see that there was another earthquake which occurred over here in Oklahoma, and it was a 2.4. The next earthquake which hit was up here in Canada. This is Quebec, and this is the Mabel. Um, don't know the name of the river here. I don't see one for the lake. Let me see if I can get a name for it, but I don't see one. Anyway, this looks to be water here where this is hitting. I don't know what's going on with my screen. I keep having this thing pop up. Okay, so we move down. It looks as though Mexico has been a bit quiet today. And when we get down here to Nicaragua area, there were two earthquakes. One was a 2.9 and one was a 2.7. As we move into South America, we can see that it's been busy down here. There was a 3.0, a 2.8, and a 3.7 at the volcanic area, volcanic field. Down here, non-volcanic field, see we had a 2.5, a 3.5, and a 2.9. There was also a 3.0, 3.0, and a 4.3 San Juan, Argentina. As we go around the loop here, I see no earthquakes for today into Antarctica. So less quiet out here in the Atlantic. And as we move around this area of the planet, I see no earthquakes in this area. So this area is one big silent zone, which means that they will probably be seeing some earthquake activity eventually. Sorry, you guys, I have a little bit of a cold. As we move over here into Indonesia, you can see that there was a 3.2 and a 3.0, both in Java, Indonesia. There was a 3.1 Southern Sumatra, Indonesia, and a 4.3 Southern Sumatra, Indonesia. Moving back up, there was a 2.9 Minahasa, Sulawesi, Indonesia, a 3.2 Kepulauan Saugi, Indonesia, a 4.8 Kepulauan Tolad, Indonesia, and a 3.2. There was also a 3.3 Mindanao, Philippines. And then we can see that we had a whole rash of aftershocks. And these are still carrying on from the 7.5 earthquake which occurred, which I believe was probably a 7.7, which it had originally been stated. Then we had also a 3.2 Luzon, Philippines. As we back away from that, we look over here and we can see that in Burma, Myanmar area region, there was a 3.3 earthquake. So moving all the way up over here, we're moving into Turkey area. They have had an ongoing swarm over here going on within this area. These will probably carry on for quite a while. And this is still from that major earthquake that they had this past year. There was also a 0, 0.9, 1.3, 1.4, 1.2, a 2.1, a 1.5, and then quite a few right here, 1.6, 1.9, 1.6, and a 1.8, and then a 1.8. And as we carry on over here, you can see that there was some more within this area. This is Greece. There was a 2.6 in Greece, a 2.6 the Aegean Sea, a 2.9 southern Greece, and a 2.1 in Greece. Now we're going up into Italy now. First, we're going to look over here. This is Croatia, had a 1.6. Then you had a 2.6 in Italy, and then a 2.1 southern Italy. And as we look over here to France, France had 3 earthquakes, a 2.3, a 2.1, and a 2.2. When we look over here, Spain, there was 1.5, a 1.6, and a 3.2. And that should round out all the earthquakes that have occurred today to be listed. So now we have a piece of news. There was a world's largest iceberg, and it is on the move. The name of the iceberg is known as A23A. That's a capital A, 23, small a. And it's estimated to cover the expanse of 4,000 square kilometers or 1,500 square miles. And it's making it roughly 3 times the size of New York City. They have satellites that have been closely tracking the iceberg's movements from outer space since it recently broke from the continent for the first time in 1986. Sorry for my phone. It's the world's biggest iceberg currently, and it took the title back recently. This iceberg reportedly weighs nearly 1 trillion metric tons and has been seen freely drifting beyond Antarctic waters towards the Southern Ocean. It is expected to be swept to an area known as Iceberg Alley, putting it on a common iceberg trajectory towards the mountainous islands of South Georgia. The breakaway of A23A is thought to have been part of a natural carving process. Antarctica has historically been quite a small contributor to sea level rise, but it's growing and it's taking up a bigger and bigger share of the sea level rise that is seen every year. So it's a symbol of growing dominance of Antarctica in the sea level rise equation. And it's at a risk category number 1. It's almost twice the 1.5 degree level that UN says is considered the upper limit to avoid the worst of what the climate crisis has in store. I don't subscribe to the climate crisis, but That is what they are stating. Anyways, you guys, that is a piece of news. Thought I would throw it in there for you guys. I hope y'all are doing well. Please be safe. Take good care of yourselves and each other, and have a great evening. Much love.